Hello and welcome to another video, and today we've got this BMW X3 up, which is in dire need of a good wash. It's not been done in quite a few months, and with the weather that we've had over the winter months, it really needs a right good spruce up. So towards the end of the video, I'm going to be applying a protection that I've not actually used before, other than one little small patch for a decontamination test. So I'm excited to see how it looks, how it goes on and how it performs across a full vehicle. Anyway, diving into the detail itself, as always I'm going to start off with the wheels and just whipping through these really quickly. I'm using Auto Glands Rebound on the tyres. I'm using Garage Therapy 1 wheel shampoo in the IK foamer and in the bucket, as well as the EZ barrel brushes and big brush to get the barrels and inner arches, and then the Garage Therapy wheel wash mitt and a detailing brush to get those intricate areas around about the nuts. I did mention that this car has no protection on it, but I just thought I would do a quick rinse just to be 100% sure, and as you can see, the paintwork is flat as a pancake. Now then, with all four wheels out of the way, it's going to be on to getting this paintwork as clean as possible before protection, and for me the first phase of that is always a citrus pre-wash. And the citrus pre-wash that I'm using today isn't my usual Infinity Wax citrus pre-wash. I'm using the Wax and Away citrus pre-wash. I've got this diluted at a 1:4 ratio, basically using up what I had left, so just filling it up into the pump sprayer gave me about 600ml of product, which is more than enough to get around this vehicle. Just giving it a good spray around the car and then I'll let it dwell. I've got a nice overcast day for it today, so no need to worry about anything drying out on the paintwork. Now, if you watched my last video, you'll know that when I have the time to do it, I like to rinse the citrus pre-wash off before I go in with a snow foam, if I'm going to be using a snow foam that has some kind of cleaning power. And today I am going to be using a snow foam that's got some kind of cleaning power, so I'm going to get the citrus pre-wash off the car and then I'm going to put the snow foam down. Some will say it's a bit overkill, it's just my process and it's the way that I like to do it. The snow foam of choice for me today is the Garage Therapy 1 snow foam. This is a slightly alkaline snow foam and it is labelled as a maintenance wash product. Now for me, I would say that this car is beyond a maintenance wash. It's not clean enough to be a maintenance wash and it's not protected enough for it to be a maintenance wash. So it'll be interesting to see how it performs on a car that has absolutely no protection and a good few months worth of road grime build up on it. So as I come to rinse the product off, I'll tell you how much I used. I put 400ml of water into my lance and I put 100ml of the snow foam solution into it. So quite a heavy dilution of snow foam, and as you can see with the lance that I was using, it wasn't an overly thick consistency, but it also wasn't thin where it was running off the paintwork straight away. I left it to dwell for 6 or 7 minutes and then going in with a pressure washer to rinse off. So I have been using this snow foam over the last few weeks and months. I wouldn't say I'm quite ready to do a full review on it yet, but a few points to note that I do really like about it is that it does come out of the lance nice and thick, but not overly thick, and it rinses off so easily. For a product that comes out quite thick, it really easily rinses off and doesn't leave a big mess on the driveway, which is a big bonus. Next up, it's time to get the 2-bucket contact wash on the go, and my product of choice today is going to be the Squid Ink HD Pure Shampoo. One thing about making videos on YouTube is that I end up having a lot of products, whether they're sent to me or bought or what, and sometimes products end up getting pushed to the back of the shelf even though they're very good products. And I was having a sift through everything today thinking, what am I going to use? This one popped out to me, and you know what, I'm so glad that I picked it up because it just reminded me of how good a product it actually is. So while I'm rinsing the car off, let's talk about the protection that I'm going to use. I'm going to use the Infinity Wax Graphene Paste Wax. There's a couple of reasons behind it, but the main reason that I want to try this out is that I was doing a test of the Infinity Wax Wax Off shampoo, and the Graphene Wax initially stood up really well to the Wax Off. So I want to use it on a full car and just see how it performs. Now, I'm not doing a full decontamination on this car. It is going to be going in for a little bit of body work, so there's no point in doing anything just now. And the owner wants it ceramic coated once the paint's cured, so the wax will do for now. So this is the Impreza bonnet, and this is the panel with the graphene wax. And this wax has had 3 hits of the Decon shampoo and still seems to be holding up quite well, as does the Pyramid Car Care ceramic wax beside it. However, I've used Pyramid Car Care a few times and I want to give the graphene a go and see how it is. Initial thoughts on application: it's going on very easily. It's not a hard wax, it's actually a bit soft in the tub. Picks up on the applicator, absolutely no issues at all. A few lines spread across the bonnet and then just circular motions and massaging it into the paintwork. And then halfway through this point here, it started to spit a rain. So I'm not really sure what to do at this point. Come back out, have a look. There is a few raindrops on the bonnet. It looks like it might pass, but what do you do? At this point I just went and buffed the wax that was on the bonnet back off, and I can reapply it later on. Thankfully though, the rain did stop and the sun did come out, so I was able to get the full car covered in wax, and I gave the bonnet an extra coating. There was probably some left on it from when I buffed it off. It hadn't fully cured, but I'll just need to wait and see how that goes. Like I said, this isn't going to be a wax that's going to last this car 6 months, because as soon as it's had the paintwork and as soon as the paint's had a sufficient time to cure, the car's going to be coming back. We're going to be getting it fully polished and ceramic coated anyway. So for application of this wax, it recommends that you do 1 to 2 panels at a time and give it a buff off, let it cure for 1 to 5 minutes at a maximum, and then buff it off. Finally going over the full car with a plush buffing tool to make sure that all of the residue is gone. What it also says in the Infinity Wax FAQs for this product is that you should allow 3 hours for this wax to bond before getting it wet. That's a big issue in Scotland because we don't get a lot of days where you get 3 hours without rain unless you're in the middle of summer. It's coming towards the end of May at the moment and we're still getting regular doses of rain throughout the day, so I'm not sure how well this wax is actually going to perform. And let's be honest, a lot of people in Scotland don't have a garage that they can fit a car in, especially a car the size of this X3. I have a garage, but there's absolutely no chance that this car is going to fit inside of it and be able to comfortably work around it to put a wax on a car. And at £30 for 50 millilitres or milligrams of product, it's a lot of money to be thrown away for a product that you can only use if you're absolutely guaranteed dry weather for at least 3 hours once you're finished. Don't get me wrong, the application and the removal of this product is extremely easy, and as you'll see at the end of the video, the results are phenomenal. The car looks fantastic, but I'm not sure if it's a product I'd be rushing to pick up and use again unless I was absolutely guaranteed a day that it wasn't going to rain. Now, just to finish off, I'm going to read something that's directly on the Infinity Wax website, and what they say about this wax is that finally there is a highly durable wax with insane water beading sheeting that's as easy to use as a show wax. Actually, this is the easiest to apply and remove wax product you've ever made, yet also one of the most resilient and durable. I can definitely speak for the application and removal. It's very, very easy. The resilience and the durability, I don't know if it's really going to be, if I can really measure that with this test, due to the fact that it rained during the application, well, on the bonnet anyway, and I didn't get 3 hours of dry weather after the application, so I genuinely don't know what the durability of this is going to be. But as long as it does me, or as long as it does the car until it's had the bodywork done, and then it'll be coming back off anyway. One of the great things about using a wax on a car is that it gives your tyres and all your trim pieces plenty of time to dry up without having to use a force air dryer. So I'm just finishing off the tyres here with the only product that I use for tyres these days, and that's Garage Therapy Tyre Serum. Get that round all 4 corners, and then I'm going to use an Auto Smart trim dressing to dress up the exterior plastics, and then I'm going to call this done. So at this point in the video, I'd just like to say a big thank you for everybody that's watched the video. If you like this kind of content, please be sure to leave a thumbs up on the video and also consider hitting that subscribe button. And as always, I'll see you on the next one.